such a funny idea about how an anarchist lives. There is any structure in your life, or everything is chaos? For people, for normal people, anarchy means chaos. But so since you are still a convinced anarchist, you live in chaos, or?
Excuse me, anarchism means the natural order of mankind, nothing else.
Okay.
It's not only my conviction, it is the norm, the natural order of the society.
But Miguel, the natural order is that the strongest person somehow dominates the others. I mean, that's the natural order, no? Like with the
No,
animals.
this is not the natural order. This is the normal order, which is different.
Yeah, but
I,
the
I don't
animals, they live
be,
like this as well. You know, the strongest one survives.
why do you want to be ordered by somebody? You order yourself. You organize yourself
Mm.
with all the people living around with you. You don't have to be the slave of the power, of the actual power of the capitalism.
Mm. But yeah, I mean, I think the nature of mankind, unfortunately, is to be bossy and to that we all want a leader, and even in the animal world you see that. But it's a long discussion. Um, but anyhow, you as an anarchist, you for sure you had many moments where you were like living contradictions, because um, when, for instance, when you went to Chile and you did this already like 50 years ago, this operation where you had to pretend that you are a right extreme Chilean, more a Chilean, no, but that you were sympathizing with them. How do you deal with these moments that you really, that your political ideas, which are really strong in you, um, come to reality?
Uh, my dear, I think that I always, during all my lifetime, I have been consequent with my ideas. And these ideas, for example, they took me also to Chile, or Vietnam, or Angola, or many other countries. But uh, this is only to interpret uh, my personal convictions and, uh, and make them a reality. How? Making films. I don't know to do other things. I make films. You know? So I show through my films the oppression of the humans by the power, the actual power, the multinationals, the church, and whoever it is. And against this, I fight consequently.
Yeah, but in the end, there is no anarchist country. I mean, there is no country that comes close to anarchy. So you worked in, you lived 2 years in Chile. Okay, that was a different. You will later tell us exactly about this operation. But then also you lived for a long time and you worked in China. China is a very oppressed country. It's a dictatorship. I mean, it's the worst for an anarchist.
Well, till a certain point, it is. But remark that China is the most liberal country in the world. The country who works finally for against the oppression. In the constitution, the Chinese constitution, there is one concept that you never have to forget. It is written in the Chinese constitution that you never have to attack in an imperialism world another country. This is not written in any other constitution of the world. But, as far as I'm concerned, well, I'm anarchist, but I agree with certain arguments of the Chinese constitution or of others, which which can help us to reach one day an anarchist order. It is a long way, yes, but we have to fight for it. If you don't fight, you never will get any result. It is very easy. In Spain, for example, in the years 36, there was an anarchist order. This is why Franco made the war against the anarchists,
Yeah,
not
but
against the
people,
communists.
Miguel, people perceive the Spanish Republic as chaos.
Pardon me, I didn't
But
understand you.
perceive the Spanish Republic, the first and the second Republic as chaos. It was not something that was sustainable.
Look, if it wasn't obtainable, Franco or whoever it was behind him never would, never should intervene. They intervened obviously because it was possible to have a natural order which already was established. So this is why they made the war.
But it was a
Look, for
republic. It
example,
was a
I
parliament,
give
and
you an example with the miners in Würgel in Austria. They organized themselves in an anarchist way, and they got killed, all of them. This was much before the Spanish Civil War or in Civil War. But I don't think this is the question.
no, I mean the way that you have to compromise if you have such a strong political conviction, which is somehow an utopy, because there is no anarchist country, and the Spanish Republic was not an anarchy. It had a parliament, it had a prime minister, there was an order, and yeah. But okay, we leave it there because it's a discussion that is very complicated, and
No,
I think.
but don't forget that the natural order is anarchism. The natural order is anarchism.
I don't believe that,
Well,
because if you look at the animal world, and we are animals in the end, the humankind, the mankind, we are animals. So they animals directly establish an order, a hierarchy where the strongest animal leads the herd somehow. So I don't know. I think it's difficult to sustain that the natural order is not to have a head, someone that a leader, you know.
my dear, it is very easy. You can even be Catholic or Baha'i or evangelist or whatever you want. I respect you. You are wrong. So, but I respect you. So leave it over there. I'm anarchist. Well, I'm anarchist. You're Catholic or whatever it is. Excuse me. Uh, you're free to believe, but you are believing only in wrong messages. In a future, in a future, in a future, in a future. We are fighting for a real order. This is all.
Uh-huh.
If we succeed, this is another thing.
But anyhow, I mean, tell us in you now having a project that you want to remember, which was probably your biggest political motivated operation that you did in Chile 50 years ago. You're now preparing a movie about that. Tell us a little bit. You were sympathizing at that point with Allende, although he is not anarchist, of course. He was
Socialist.
they said that he was communist, no, but yeah, probably he was a socialist or whatever. I mean, all kind of rumors have been set up, no, but how was that when you as an anarchist you had to pretend that you were sympathizing with Pinochet?
No, I sympathize with the socialist, like Salvador Allende, but we knew that this couldn't exist because the international imperialism could not allow a socialist experience in Chile. They had too many interested in whatever it was, you know. So this is why I introduced myself into how they were preparing the coup d'etat. You know? And I got all the relations with the fascists, the militaries, the CIA, and whoever wanted to intervene in preparing the fall of the government of Salvador Allende. Once they realized it, in the 11th of the September 73, I went again to Chile and I made the first interview with Pinochet and I asked him to let me travel all through Chile. He gave me a paper, he gave me a document, he offered everything, but with the exclusion to visit the prisoner camps. But this was my personal interest. So I realized at the end I cheated Pinochet, I cheated the General Lagos, and I got into the camps of Chacabuco and Pisagua. There I filmed the prisoners with their names in order that they couldn't be disappeared. Once I came back to Europe and I published all over the world the pictures of these camps, they closed these camps and they didn't kill any more people. And this is something, it was a journalistic scoop. And this is something of what I am proud.
Of course. Of course, Miguel, they closed these camps, but then there's now a documentary on Netflix about the Colonia Dignidad. It seemed that they continue to torture people in the Colonia Dignidad, no?
Yes. Well, Colonia Dignidad was directed by the German Nazis. I never entered them, but I know that, for example, uh, how is it called? Uh, ah, the second man of Patria Libertad, uh, what's his name again? I can't remember right
Okay,
now.
no problem, no
I'll
problem.
tell you afterwards. When he declared that he was dead, he was a refugee in this camp, no, in Colonia Dignidad. And this is a theme that it is of more interest for you than for me.
Mm,
No,
yeah. Yeah, I mean it's just amazing that the Colonia Dignidad, okay, they closed the camps, which have become
they closed
obvious
the camps.
to the eyes of the world, but then they started to torture people in secret in the Colonia Dignidad, in the hospital they had, and some cave rooms. For many decades they did that, and the German already democratic government even organized official visits to the Colonia Dignidad, and that's for me it's incredible, incredibly still not really. We didn't really talk about it. I mean, it was something that Germany has um, to apologize for.
Well, to apologize is a very Christian term. It means I ask your pardon, and that's all. And with this,
No, that they
without
should
getting
pay. They should
upset.
pay indemnization.
Germany,
Yeah.
Germany, Western Germany, did help Frey, the government of Frey, and all the putschs with a lot of money and a lot of help. So they cannot really apologize right now for what they have done. This is useless. When they got all the new favors from the new government. So this is a contradiction. And apologize doesn't mean anything.
No, but they should even
That
pay money. They should compensate all the victims. I
money
mean,
doesn't
it's
buy a life. Money, with money, you don't do anything.
no, but Miguel, now the government, the German government right now has nothing to do with the government in the 70s, in the 80s, and I think it was something that people thought was not of such an importance. Chile is a small country, um, and yeah, but I think for me it's incredibly cruel that after all the our history and the efforts we make to have a better image whatsoever, that no one had the idea yet to really to reconciliate with Chile. And sometimes I think that it's because the government in Chile, they don't want to talk about the Colonia Dignidad. But it has been a small place, but it has been incredibly cruel and inhuman what happened there.
It has been, but there's no
And
will.
for decades, I
There's
mean,
no
until the
political will
90s.
because the German government was involved in it. So there's no will. But you can always denounce it because the colonial unida still exists.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, still exists. Founded by the Nazis who were refugees in Chile.
Why,
And
why do you?
this still exists.
Wow.
But I personally, I'm not interested in colonial unida.
In Nazis, yeah.
Uh, I finished with Chile. This is something you have to do.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
there is a lot to do, a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
lot.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, what would be your you started as an anarchist and you will die as an anarchist. You are convinced from many people change their political ideas throughout their life. You always stick to the same ideas. If you could change something in the world, to finish the interview, if you could change something in the world right now, um, what would you do? Or you think there is no possible um, that we're going to destroy ourselves? Or is there any chance of saving the planet?
This is, this is the film I want to do, how to save the
Yeah.
planet. But this is something else. No? Remark that the ONU and the UN and UNESCO established 19 points how to save the planet. Well, I wrote already 52 points. 53, 1,300 pages on it. And this is what I am trying to do right now. How to change, how to save the planet. But not with my ideas, with normal ideas. This is not, I am not trying to impose anarchism. The anarchism is only the result.
Okay. So this is an animation movie that you made about a little bunny that is a strong kung fu bunny, no, a strong bunny that fights to save the planet. Is that something like your political last will or testament?
Well, from tomorrow on till the 24th in Paris, we have the great meeting with the UNESCO in order to approve my script, in order to be able to realize it, because it costs a lot of money, no?
Mm.
And this will be the result of the next few days. But what is the problem there? In the UN and in the UNESCO and all over the world, in the countries, they are talking only on how to save the planet. But nobody does anything.
That's true, yeah. That's
How
what
can we do something?
Greta
Teaching to
Thunberg
the
says.
young people, and this is what I am doing, no? But if they don't want, I don't have the money to do it, no, to realize it. No?
Okay, Miguel, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this talk, and let's cross fingers that that your movie about Chile comes true, and also this Kung Fu Bunny, which is a really nice idea to
Well,
teach in the schools, the children. The only hope, like always, is the youth, that the young people change, and they change.
Yeah, the young people have to change.
Yeah.
We are too old. Well, I am too old. You are young.
No, no, no.
You still can
Oh,
change
no.
something. I tried all my life to change something. Well, I I arrived till here, but I can't do anymore. In any case, as far as Chile is concerned, I want to go back to Chile because there's something very personal. I want to talk to the prisoners whose life I could save indirectly, no? And I want to put them again in front of my cameras to tell me what they could not tell me in this moment, no? Because they were under the guns of the militaries and things like that, no? So this is something I want to do, and we probably are going to do next year.